From the dense rainforests to the coral reefs, our planet teems with a symphony of sounds, a chorus of life communicating in a language older than words. For millennia, animals have relied on intricate systems of signals, from the songs of birds seeking mates to the silent whispers of pheromones guiding ants to food. Yet, this delicate balance is under threat. Climate change, driven by human activity, is altering the very fabric of our world, impacting not only where animals live and how they survive, but also their ability to communicate. Join us now as we journey into the heart of this unfolding crisis, exploring 7 fascinating and often worrying ways climate change is disrupting the symphony of life. Our cities, ever-expanding hubs of human activity, are becoming increasingly noisy environments. The constant din of traffic, construction, and human voices creates a wall of sound that's particularly challenging for animals relying on acoustic communication. Birds, for instance, use their songs for a variety of purposes, from attracting mates to defending their territories. But in a noisy city, these vital messages can be lost in the cacophony. Imagine a male robin perched atop a tree, trying to attract a mate. His melodious song, once a beacon in the forest, is now competing with the roar of engines and the clatter of machinery. Studies have shown that some bird species in urban areas have adapted by singing at higher pitches or even shifting their singing times to the quieter hours of the night. However, these adaptations come at a cost. Singing at a higher pitch requires more effort, and singing at night can disrupt the bird's natural rhythms. As our cities continue to grow and the noise pollution intensifies, it remains to be seen how effectively birds and other urban-dwelling animals can adapt to this increasingly challenging acoustic environment. The vast expanse of our oceans, often called the silent world, is anything but silent for the creatures that inhabit it. Whales, dolphins, fish, and even invertebrates rely on sound to navigate, find food, and communicate with each other. But the ocean's acoustic landscape is changing, and the culprit, once again, is human activity. As we pump carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, a significant portion gets absorbed by the oceans, causing ocean acidification. The pH of seawater is decreasing, making it more acidic, and this change in chemistry is having a profound impact on how sound travels through water. Sound waves travel further and faster in water than in air, allowing whales to communicate across vast distances. But in increasingly acidic water, sound waves are absorbed more readily, reducing the distance they can travel and making it harder for marine animals to hear each other. Imagine a pod of whales migrating across an ocean basin, their calls guiding them on their journey and helping them maintain contact with each other. As ocean acidification intensifies, their calls become muffled, their range reduced. The ability to communicate effectively is crucial for survival in the underwater world, and as ocean acidification continues, the symphony of life beneath the waves risks becoming a muted whisper. In the animal kingdom, every sound, every chirp, every croak serves a purpose. These acoustic signals, honed over millennia of evolution, are essential for survival and reproduction. But as climate change alters the very air we breathe, some animals are being forced to change their tune, quite literally. In warmer temperatures, sound travels differently. The air becomes less dense, and as a result, higher-pitched sounds travel further. This phenomenon is leading some animals, particularly those that rely on acoustic communication, to adjust their vocal frequencies. Frogs, for example, are known for their distinctive calls, used to attract mates and defend territories, but as temperatures rise, their calls are becoming higher in pitch. This shift in frequency allows their calls to travel further in the warmer, less dense air, ensuring their messages reach their intended recipients. However, this adaptation comes with a catch. While a higher pitch might travel further, it can also change the meaning of the call. In the intricate world of animal communication, even subtle changes in frequency can alter the message being conveyed. For some species, climate-induced changes in air temperature pose a significant challenge, potentially disrupting their ability to communicate effectively and impacting their survival. Imagine a vast forest, a symphony of life echoing through its leafy canopy. Birds call to each other, their songs marking territories and attracting mates. Insects chirp, their rhythmic sounds a vital part of their communication network. But as climate change tightens its grip, this vibrant soundscape is fading, replaced by an unsettling silence. Climate change is driving habitat loss at an unprecedented rate. Rising temperatures, altered rainfall patterns, and more frequent extreme weather events are transforming landscapes, leaving many species struggling to survive. As their habitats shrink and fragment, animals are losing the very spaces where their calls once resonated. Birds, for example, often choose nesting sites based on the acoustic properties of the surrounding vegetation. As habitats change and disappear, these carefully selected acoustic environments are lost. The loss of habitat not only disrupts established communication networks, but also forces animals into closer proximity with each other, increasing competition for resources. Migration, that ancient instinct driving animals across continents and oceans, is a testament to nature's resilience. But as climate change alters the timing of seasons and shifts habitats, many migratory species are finding themselves arriving in unfamiliar territories, faced with a new challenge: communicating with strangers. Imagine a flock of migratory birds arriving at their breeding grounds after a long journey, only to find that the species they usually encounter have shifted their range or altered their arrival times. Suddenly, they are surrounded by unfamiliar calls and songs, a linguistic melting pot that can create confusion and miscommunication. For birds, songs are not just innate instincts, they are learned behaviors, passed down through generations. Each species has its own unique repertoire of songs and calls, often with regional dialects, much like human languages. When birds from different populations or regions come into contact, their slightly different dialects can lead to misunderstandings. In a rapidly changing climate where migratory patterns are disrupted, these interactions can become a source of stress and confusion. The natural world, for all its beauty and tranquility, is no stranger to chaos. Storms rage, wildfires sweep across landscapes, and floods inundate entire ecosystems. These extreme weather events, a natural part of Earth's cycles, are becoming more frequent and intense due to climate change, and their impact on animal communication is profound. Imagine a forest, alive with the sounds of birdsong and insect chirps, suddenly plunged into the deafening roar of a thunderstorm. The wind howls through the trees, rain lashes down, and thunderclaps reverberate through the air, drowning out all other sounds. For the animals inhabiting this forest, communication grinds to a halt. Birds, their songs rendered inaudible amidst the tempest, huddle in their nests, hoping to ride out the storm. Insects, their delicate wings battered by the wind and rain, seek shelter wherever they can. While these disruptions might seem temporary, the increasing frequency of extreme weather events is taking a toll on animal communication. For species that rely on acoustic signals for mating, foraging, and predator avoidance, even short-term communication breakdowns can have significant consequences. In the intricate tapestry of life, timing is everything. Animals have evolved over millennia to synchronize their life cycles with the rhythms of nature, their internal clocks attuned to subtle changes in temperature, daylight, and food availability. But climate change, with its unpredictable shifts in temperature and precipitation patterns, is throwing these finely tuned rhythms out of sync, leading to a phenomenon known as phenological mismatch. Imagine a meadow bursting into bloom as spring arrives. Flowers unfurl their petals, releasing a symphony of scents to attract pollinators. Bees, their internal clocks attuned to the lengthening days and warming temperatures, emerge from their hives, ready to collect nectar and pollen. This intricate dance between plants and pollinators, honed over millennia of coevolution, is essential for the survival of both. But as climate change disrupts the timing of seasons, this delicate synchrony is breaking down. Warmer temperatures are causing many plants to flower earlier, while the emergence of pollinators, often triggered by different environmental cues, might not advance at the same rate. The result is a mismatch in timing, a disconnect between the availability of resources and the readiness of those who depend on them. From the bustling cities to the silent depths of the ocean, the symphony of life is facing an unprecedented challenge. Climate change, driven by human activity, is not just altering landscapes and ecosystems, it's disrupting the very language of nature, the intricate systems of communication that have evolved over millions of years. Animal communication, often subtle and easily overlooked, plays a vital role in the delicate balance of our planet's ecosystems. As we've seen, the consequences of disrupting these communication networks are far-reaching. From reduced mating success to increased vulnerability to predators, the impacts of climate change on animal communication have the potential to ripple through entire ecosystems, ultimately affecting our own well-being. But there is hope. By understanding the challenges, raising awareness, and taking action to mitigate climate change, we can help amplify nature's muted voices. Thank you for joining us on this journey of exploration. If you found this video insightful, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to Global Fact Trends for more fascinating insights into our natural world. And be sure to check out our next video, where we delve into the remarkable resilience of nature's survivors.